It's time to give in to our dark desires. I'm Meek Nomicon, and we're an awful kidnapper. What do we reckon? Making lunch or chopping up a body? Ouch! That's definitely not the way I intended the first blood to be drawn today. I turned to one of the kitchen cabinets and got a small bandage to cover the cut. After patching myself up, I finished chopping up the apples and placed them on a nearby kitchen counter. You know, since the only thing we've done so far is chop up an apple, this is rather sinister music. I like it. I feel like my life would be exponentially improved if I just had like an eerie backing track for everything I did. Before I commit to my plan of kidnapping someone, I need to check my knife stash to make sure that I'm ready for this. I walk quickly towards the basement door and step down the stairs. Oh, that is a nice weapon collection. We've even got a machete. Let's see. This amount of knives may seem like an overkill, but I didn't buy them for killing purposes only. Most of them are purely decorational. Some are not even sharpened. Well, that's not too bad. I'm pretty sure we can still do a lot of damage with a dual weapon. I probably shouldn't have the dual ones mixed with the sharpened ones in one place. But I don't really want to deal with this now. They are all laid out and easy to reach. That's the only thing that should matter. I also have some other items to help me with this. That surely has got to be enough. I stepped back up to my room and sat in front of the computer. I don't have a car, so the stereotypical kidnapping of pulling someone in a van is not an option. So instead, I thought of inviting and keeping someone here against their will. That's probably a really bad idea. I mean, the problem is, now that we've invited them, and especially if we've invited them over the internet, that's going to be a paper trail that is just going to get us caught, right? I looked up some chatting servers yesterday, and it looks like I've been accepted only in these two so far. Oh, Abertown! Connect with your neighbours, and then chuck them down a basement. Or we could have the dark den, shelter for the disturbed. Oh, they can cry some blood. You know what? I kind of like the dark den. Don't reveal your identity. Don't paste links to the dark web shops. Don't talk about methods in main chat. Stop trying to help with mental health. If you suspect someone of being a cop, report to the moderators immediately. Okay, I can do that, don't worry. I'm only here to kidnap someone. What method is the fastest? I'm scared to attempt. I need someone to off me in real life. DM, please. Can someone answer me already? It's a vent server. Kind of. And this person looks like an awfully easy target. I mean, they are quite literally asking someone to kill them. I should try to shoot my shot. So wait, am I kidnapping for murder purposes? I mean, I'm assuming I am. Hi, I saw that you wanted to meet up with someone. Yeah, can you help me? Yeah, when are you free? Anytime. We can meet today. Great, so let's meet at the Dust Street in Avenir in a white signpost. At 7 p.m? Sure. One more thing though. Promise me that we will be alone there. Yeah, no problem. I can promise that. Why does this feel like a setup? Is he gonna end up being a cop? Thanks. Alright. Phew, I just arranged it. It was so easy. Yeah, some would say that was far too easy. I'm excited. What should I even do before the meeting? I don't think I can sit still. I think I will just play for a while. 2 hours have passed, and there is still 1 hour left before the meet time. Screw it, I'm going out now. I put on my boots and a jacket and rushed outside. It's slowly getting dark. When I first moved here, I had trouble coming back home. This forest is really thick. Navigating through here was hard without a good memory of the paths. But with practice, I was able to eventually go straight back home every time, without getting lost for hours. This place has its advantages and disadvantages though. On one hand, I have total privacy. On the other, the reception is not great, and going to get groceries takes a lot of time. I suppose in regards of us kidnapping someone, there'll be no one around to hear them scream. Also, thanks to the remote location, I'll be able to get away with this. Hopefully. I'm just a few minutes away from the meeting spot. The wind feels somewhat colder. Oh, you were already waiting for me? Guess you're eager as well. I arrived at the discussed spot. He's already standing there and looks a bit tense. He just handed himself to a stranger to get killed, so I'm not that surprised though. How am I going to call myself? You know, normally I'd say use an alias, but let's face it, we've already arranged this online, so people are going to be able to find us anyway, so I'll just give my name. I'm Meek. I approached him with a smile on my face. Well, that's a little bit morbid since we're about to kill him. Hey, I'm Meek. Hello. Wait. I'm a little bit concerned. What's with all the scars, buddy? Is this not your first time being murdered? In which case, why are you still alive? Let's take a closer look at him. He's wearing some kind of oversized windbreaker jacket. I can't make out his body type because of it, but he looks bigger than me. And he's carrying a backpack. I'm curious what's inside, because it looks full. Or maybe we're not the only one with a weapon stash. Don't stare at me like that. Let's go, please. We walked through the woods on the way to my house, in awkward silence. A realization hit me. I'm really doing this. I'm taking a stranger to my house. I wanted this, but is it a good idea to choose someone in a bad mental state? He just wants to die, but I plan to play with my victims, not execute them on the spot. How can I approach this? Do you have any neighbors nearby? Not really. It's a pretty remote area. The closest neighbors live about 3 kilometers away. And they're old. They don't really leave their house often anyway. It's pretty much impossible to run into someone out here. I see. Why are you so concerned about the neighbors, huh? Is it going to turn out that he's not actually a victim? Is he not looking to die? Imagine if he's just like trying to lure killers out so he can kill the killers. After a few more minutes, we made it back to the house. I opened the door for him and locked it behind us, hiding the key in my back pocket where I usually put it. I pointed my hand at the dining table. Have a seat for now. He nodded and sat down, taking off his backpack as he did so. I sat across from him a second later. You haven't told me your name yet. Oh, right. I'm Wade. Tell me something about yourself. I don't really want to. I came here to end it, not to make friends. Would you be more willing if I talk about myself first? Maybe. Alright then. Oh, we could try to scare him. Do you reckon we could scare him into retaliating? I don't particularly want to brag about our weapon collection. I mean, like I said, I don't trust him not to try and kill us at some point in this game. In which case, we don't really want him to know we've got a lot of weapons downstairs. How about we just take the, easy route and just talk about horror movies? I really enjoy horror movies. Oh, me too, actually. Really? That's nice. My favorite one is... you haven't got my favorite ones. Everyone knows the best one is The Thing. Oh, you know, The Mummy. The Mummy is good as well. Only the 1999 one, though. What do we want to do? You know what? Screams, why not? Screams is always a good time. Except the newest one. We don't talk about the newest one. I also like that one. The stabbing scenes are extremely satisfying to watch. Though, the phone call at the start is my favorite part, I think. Or maybe the craziness and chaos at the end of the film. I'm not gonna lie, the phone call is simply iconic at this point. I realized it's hard for me to really pinpoint my favorite moment. I just think the whole film is great. I agree. Some chasing scenes are kind of silly though. I don't think I've seen another horror where the killer trips and falls so much. Well, have you watched the end fight scene in Friday the 13th? Mrs. Voorhees versus the final girl. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's a rather silly chase sequence as well. But it adds realism. Killers can be clumsy sometimes. I'm a bit clumsy. Do you think you could survive in a horror movie setting? You know what? Yes. Simply because I know the stereotypes now. So in a horror movie setting, I knew the signs to avoid and when to get the hell out. I think I'm strong enough to survive. Whether it be by overpowering the danger with strength, outsmarting, or running fast enough, there is always a way to survive. And I know the key rule of surviving a horror movie is that when you hit that killer down, you don't stop until he's an unrecognizable bloody mass. Because that is the only way to ensure he's not getting up again. Quite a bold thing to say. Well, would you survive? No, I don't think so. I wouldn't even try to run. Ah, right. I forgot why you came here for a second. I mean, we could. Do you know what? I feel like we've got a kind of kinship between us two now. I'm gonna brag about the weapons. I know I said it was a bad idea, but let's face it. Our entire plan so far has been an awful idea. So let's brag. I have a big collection of knives, which I am proud of. It's kind of my hobby to collect them. Oh, interesting. Do you keep them all here? Yeah, down in my basement. What do you do with them? Okay, so hunter's a lie. I mean, I did say most of them were decorational. You know what, let's be honest. These are just decorational. Oh, really? I didn't expect that. I feel like he's disappointed in us. Most of them are replicas based on their either horror movie props or old military equipment. I see. Can they cut through stuff? Some can, yeah, but most are unsharpened. If you're asking for their killing capabilities, I have at least one sharpened knife ready for today's meeting, so don't worry about that. Alright. I don't really want to try and scare him. I like him. I like Wade, even though I think he's going to murder us. I like you, so I won't try and scare you in this playthrough. I think that's about it. Would you let me question you a bit now? Alright. Okay. Sadly, we can't talk about any more horror movies. So, why did you insist on us being alone? I mean, it's kind of an obvious answer. He wants to die, I want to kill him. It's not usually a spectator sport unless it's being paid for. So why did you insist? You should know why better than me. If you're about to kill me, you don't want any witnesses, right? Or else you will most likely get arrested. And as for me, I just felt anxious thinking that more people could be watching me die. I'd rather just be one-on-one with someone during this. Right. What? Do I want to know why you want to die? You know what? I'm curious. Why do you want to die? Oh, that's a pretty straightforward question. It's a touchy subject for me. I don't think I can talk about it so openly to anyone. Though, there's a will in my backpack, so when you're done with me, you can take it and read it. So for now, I just say that I'm really depressed. I'm sorry to hear about that, buddy. I mean, I don't know if I should really say I'm happy to help then. I mean, I suppose that's what I'm doing. It just feels a little bit insensitive to say so. I'll just say I'm sorry you feel that way. No, you're not. You're just a killer who finishes people like me. Okay, maybe we should have gone for the I'm happy to help situation. He probably appreciates the more brutal honesty. Actually, I've never killed anyone before. Oh, really? What prompted you to engage in this then? I wanted to know how it feels to kill someone. I feel like that's the best one we can pick. I mean, I wanted to get myself a friend is purely dishonest. We probably did just want to kidnap someone, but let's face it, he wants to die, so we should probably make him feel a little bit better about us, right? So I wanted to know how it feels to kill someone. Very cliche. Yeah. I hope you're ready to kill then. Why would you want someone else to kill you? Why do you think? I don't know. Does he want the thrill of a murderer carving his flesh? Or is he just scared of doing it himself? I mean, maybe he's scared of doing it himself. Maybe he doesn't want to risk himself backing out of it. Yes, kind of. I just wanted someone to be around me and handle this. When I tried to do it myself, alone, my hands were trembling so much, I couldn't bring myself to do it. Do you have any job? Yes, I work in a small pastry shop in a nearby town. Interesting. Do you have a favorite cake or something? Oh, it's hard to choose a favorite. I'd say Meeka. It's a really good cake. I have no idea what that is. Nice. I may want to try it someday. That's all I wanted to ask. So then, shall we get this over with? Sure, let's do it. Okay. Oh, one more thing though. Can I have one final request? What request? Can I hug you goodbye? Huh? I mean, sure, why not, buddy? I feel like you're gonna stab me while I'm hugging you, though. We both stood up and approached each other. He wrapped his arms around my waist in a soft hug. It was really gentle. I blushed a little. I still feel like he's gonna stab me. You know what, just hold a bit longer. He is potentially about to die. Okay. I felt his arms holding me still. He grabbed me tighter than before. I grabbed onto him stronger too. It feels like he's wearing a few layers of clothing. I can't fully feel his body because of it. Isn't he too hot in this? My house is not that cold. I focus back on his grasp. It's getting really tight. He's squeezing the air out of my lungs. Stop! Sorry. I got lost in my thoughts. All right. Let's get this done. Do you have any method or tool in mind? I don't feel like strangulation is going to work very well. I mean, we did say he was stronger than us, right? So if he changes his mind, he's definitely going to be able to fight us off. So, let's put my knife collection to use. I'm thinking stabbing. I'm going to go grab a knife. Wait here. All right. Have we set up like a murder mat or something though? Because this is going to get messy if we're stabbing him. I stood up and went straight to the basement. There it is. I think I'm ready for this, although my hand shakes a bit. Let's get it done. I grabbed his arm as I aimed the blade. I'll thrust it deep into you. I swung the blade right into his chest. Buddy? I swear to God, if he's wearing like a Kevlar or something and that's why he's got so many layers on him. Maybe he really is a cop. What? I didn't stab through. You missed. Hey, what's going on? Was that a goddamn stab-proof vest? I took a step back. You don't even realize how hot it is with this thing on. Go on, try again. I told you he was going to be the murderer. Oh, I do like his fangs though. We should have done strangulation. That was gonna be the smarter idea. What the hell? I mean, we could try swinging the blade again. Aim for the head. Whoa, missed again. He swung his knife. I didn't even realize when he pulled it out. Dodge? I moved swiftly to my right. Good. You know what? Screw you, buddy. I promised to kill you. Attack again. Oh, I nicked him. Crap. Oh, this is where I die, right? I took a step back at the last second, almost getting my face sliced. Damn! I lost balance. That is not a good sound. Ah! I tripped, meeting with the wooden floor and dropping my knife. He immediately got on top of me. No! Stop! He started to play around my face with his knife. I don't think begging him to spare us is gonna work. You know what? Try and block the knife. We are gonna go down with a fight. I reached my hand towards Wade's knife. Ooh, Will just got stabbed with the hand. That's gotta hurt a bit. He pierced right through it, slowly. Okay, well, if his knife is going through our hand, I say we grab it while it's inside our hand, and then we can just try and pull it away, right? I mean, it's gonna hurt a lot. But it might work. Ah! Ow! Blood started dropping from my hand to my face. He roughly twists the blade. Ah! He then pulled the knife out. I appreciate your stubbornness. Thanks. I heard ringing in my ears and passed out from the hit. My body went limp as I fell and laid unconscious. The dizziness left my body. I felt as if I were almost asleep, but some force was trying to bring me back. Anxiousness and a wave of images of me being killed flooded my head. Weird pressure in my chest suddenly rose, making me scared of asphyxiation. I opened my eyes, taking a sudden deep breath and realizing that the source of the pressure I felt were the ropes tied around my chest. What? I'm in my basement now. Oh, right. Wait. I need to go out and get help. Huh? I attempted to get up, but I felt restraints holding me back. I'm completely tied to a chair. Damn! Damn! Ow! My left hand hurts really bad. I can't take a look at it. My arms are tied behind me, and I feel a bandage wrapped around it. I grunted and tried to wiggle out of the restraints to no effect. Crap! Well, at least I'm alive still. I felt so weird earlier. I looked around the basement in a rising panic. My knives are in such close reach. I need to get them and free myself as soon as possible. My arms, chest, and legs are all tightly tied. My only option now is to struggle and try to push myself further. You know what? We are not giving up without a fight. Push further. Oh, we got a lot closer. I shook my whole body, pushing the chair a few centimeters forward. Damn, that was loud. Should I continue? Wade could hear this. Let's face it, he's probably already heard it if he's in the house, so we might as well keep going. I pushed myself further. Come on, we're basically within grasp. Now, I'm almost close enough to try and get something off the table. Okay, he definitely heard us. Oh no! I think Wade is close. Should I make it quick? I mean, we could wait and hope that he doesn't investigate. But I'm not very patient. Push further! He probably heard me earlier anyway. I need to be quick. I shook my body so violently, I leaned forward and tilted the chair. Well, if you didn't hear us before... Ow! I heard footsteps coming closer. Hey, Meek. Whoa! How did that happen? Let me put you back to where you were. There. I took some of your food for breakfast. I hope you don't mind. Oh God, it's morning already? You know what? I don't mind. I mean, I came here to kill you. You're currently in the process of killing me. What's a little bit of food between killers? Good. I felt a stinging sensation in my wound again. So why did you bandage me up? So that you'll last longer. And I wouldn't want you to focus too much on wounds from day one, since I'm going to cause new ones, Meek. Why are you doing this to me? I thought you wanted me to kill you. Why did you attack me back? It doesn't make any sense. I just like to play with other killers. I told you it was going to be that situation. And posing as an easy prey online is the easiest way to find them. Though, it also attracts the naive ones most often. He looked me up and down with a disappointed face. Although, you may have some potential since you fought back against me. And you were so certain that you'd survive in a horror movie. Anyway, I bet you'd also want some breakfast. I brought something with me. He pulled out a metal box and placed it on my lap. It looks like a box my grandparents kept sewing threads in. Right, you're tied up. He stepped behind me and untied my right arm. Go on, open it. I opened the box in a clumsy way, since it was a bit hard to do with just one hand. Butter cookies. Not gonna lie, they look really good. I baked them myself. I have a bad feeling about this. I mean, are they poisoned? You know what? You're not gonna tell me the truth anyway, so can I eat all of them? Yes, of course. They're all yours. Just give one of them a taste for now. I can do that. Which one do I fancy? I think this one looks the tastiest. I took the cookie and bit half of it cautiously. Oh, it's really good actually. It's a nice balance of soft and crunchy. The sweet buttery flavor melted on my tongue as I ate the rest of the cookie. And how is it? You know what? I feel like we've got a bit of honesty between us now, so I'm going to tell you it was very good. I'm happy to hear that. Would you like to eat the rest of them? Yes. So when can I expect the poison to kick in? Good. Help yourself. They seemed fine enough. I might as well eat more. I took a second one, and then a third. I chewed them without worry now. Huh? I bit on something. Did you put needles? I trusted you. Needles? I felt a stinging sensation as the needles went down my throat. Jesus Christ, did I not taste them as well? Did I not feel them as I bit down? I can't cough them out. They're too far down now. No, it hurts. I don't want to die. I sat frozen in place, nervously and slowly swallowing my saliva, pushing needles deeper down. After a few seconds, I stopped feeling the pain. My anxiety stayed high. What if they perforate my insides? I'm going to be dead. You barely bit that one. You didn't like it? I looked at him with a terrified face. There were needles inside. Like this one. He pulled out a needle and placed it on his tongue, then smiled nonchalantly and swallowed it. He showed his tongue. It's not that bad. Are you an idiot? That may seem extreme, but it really isn't. What the hell are you talking about? You just made me swallow needles. And then you ate one yourself? Are you goddamn stupid? He's crazy. and is just messing with me. I looked down and tried to calm myself down. I took a few deep breaths and focused on my, strangely, not hurting insides. But the lack of pain doesn't really stop me from worrying now. If anything, it makes me scared of the incoming internal bleeding I might experience later. You can't end there! No, I need to know what happens when I... Did you seriously put a sticker saying get blueballed? Goddamn rude! I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of hilarious. I love that. Oh. So, we just swallowed a bunch of needles. That's definitely gonna be one of our death endings though, right? Unless we can get to a hospital so we can get them surgically removed. I mean, I can't imagine they're gonna come out peacefully. Okay, it's fine. I'm pretty sure there's 3 endings. They probably all end in demo end, but still. Let's go find them. I wonder if anything changes if we go to Abertown instead. Wait, server maintenance? Wait. The estimated end is redacted? We will never get onto this server. Seriously? That leaves me with just the other one then. Okay, so that answers that first question. Abertown does nothing. You know what I'm curious about? I'm curious if one of the endings is if we just try and befriend him. So let's be as nice as we possibly could. Reassure him. I'm here to help you. You don't need to worry about anything anymore. Thanks. Let's go then. Why don't we pick a new favourite horror movie? See if we've got any other conversations to start. So what do we want? I mean, Quiet Spot is gonna be a quiet place, right? Not gonna lie, not that impressed with that movie. You Killed Me This Time. I'm not actually sure what movie that is. Well, let's talk about You Killed Me This Time. It has a special place in my heart. I think about it constantly ever since I saw the trailer. Do you like psychopaths like the main character? Obviously, he is the main reason to watch the film. I would give everything to meet something like him. Like in real life? Wouldn't you be scared to be killed by him? I don't know. Do you think you could survive in a horror movie setting? You know, that seemed to be a good answer when we said yes. So, no, I don't think I could. Probably not. Some scenarios can be quite extreme. I'm not that likely to survive. And yet, you posed yourself as my killer today. I thought you would think of yourself as a threat, rather than a victim. Well, let's face it. Even the killers don't tend to survive in a lot of horror movies. Well, yeah. But as they say, there's always a bigger fish. You know, I'm kind of curious if we can actually get to the weapons. So if we wait instead, let him walk off and then push forwards. I stayed still for a moment, waiting for shuffle sounds from outside to stop. It's quiet. I should be good now, unless of course he's just standing right outside the door. I push myself closer to the table. Now I'm close enough, but I can't reach anything with my arms or legs. I slammed the chair to the table. Well, that wasn't as subtle as we planned it to be. A lighter fell down. Damn! Why not a knife? I gently slid it under my boot to cover it. I heard footsteps coming closer. Hey, Meek. Oh, you moved quite a lot there. Let me put you back to where you were. He pushed my chair back. I pressed the lighter gently to the ground with my right boot. Fortunately, the sound of the chair masked the noise of it being dragged against the floor. There. I took some of your food for breakfast. I hope you don't mind. Oh, God, it's morning already? You know what? Don't touch my stuff. Oh, but I was hungry. And technically, I'm your guest, since you invited me here. Yeah, I invited you here to die, buddy. I felt a stinging sensation in my wound again. You know what? I'm distracted by the pain. Still sore from yesterday. Why are you doing this to me? I thought you wanted me to kill you. Why did you attack me back? It doesn't make any sense. I just like to play with other killers. And posing as an easy prey online is the easiest way to find them. Though, it also attracts the naive ones most often. He looked me up and down with a disappointed face. Although, you may have some potential, since you fought back against me. Anyway, I bet you'd also want some breakfast. I brought something with me. Funnily enough, I am decidedly not hungry. It looks like a box my grandparents kept sewing threads in. Go on then, open my box. I don't fancy any cookies though. Are they poisoned? No, I would never give you anything I wouldn't eat myself. Okay, well he's not actually lying though, since he did also swallow a needle. They're really good. Try one. Let's go for the middle. I wonder if I can get the needled cookie on the first try. I took the cookie and bit it half of it cautiously. Oh, it's really good actually. And how is it? You know what? Awful. What? Are you serious? He took one cookie from the box and ate it. They're good. You're just being a dumb brat. No, I just know there's needles in them. So? Would you like to eat the rest of them? No. Really? But you just ate one. More for me, I guess. Well, you know what? At least I don't have needles in my stomach this time. And I have the lighter, so I think that's technically a different ending, maybe. I don't know if it would be. You know what, Wade? I'm curious. What's your opinion of The Quiet Place? Really? Yeah, it's quite atmospheric. Do you really consider this film a horror? Well, horror light. The characters just try to stay quiet during the whole film and focus on survival, and they're quite bad at it. Some things they do are questionable. Yeah, I never did understand why the girl gave the kid the batteries. I mean, that is so illogical considering she knows what the monsters are. And as a child, of course he's going to put the batteries back in the toy that makes a nice sound. I never did understand why she did that. And there's almost no fun scenes, bloodshed or screams. A good horror doesn't need to have all that. If you say so. I would wait on this one. Not the best horror movie. You know what I'm curious about? Can we actually let ourselves get killed here? I mean, there is a part where we need to dodge, right? What was if we just don't? Whoa, missed again. He swung his knife. I didn't even realize when he pulled it out. They were not dodging. Ah, damn, right to the chest. Aha! Run away? I sprinted towards the front door and dived my hands in my back pocket, taking the keys out and unlocking the doors with trembling hands. Wait! So if I didn't give him a cuddle this time. If I did, do you reckon he's gonna have stolen the keys? Oh, I've got to test that. I need to get as far away as I can. A knife landed in the grass right next to my leg. Hey, come back! I ran using all the strength I had. I can't stop. I can't stop. I can't stop. Ah! A knife lodged into my calf. You're gonna drag me back now, aren't you? I tripped on the grass from the pain. Got you! Crap! Oh, it's really lodged in there. I flipped on my back to face him. Ooh. Hey, just let me go, okay? I tried to push myself a bit. Don't struggle now. Do you know how easy it is to break a ribcage? He adjusted his leg. One good stomp, and you're crushed. Can you admit your defeat now? Just let me go! Just let me go! Answer my question. He pressed harder with his boot. I felt my lung capacity lowering as I got pressed against the ground. I wheezed, trying to gasp for air. Ah! I felt him lifting the boot off of me. He stepped back and crouched down, reaching to my leg. Ah! He pulled the knife out of the wound. I don't think you'd be able to walk with a wound deep like that one. So admit it, you're hopeless, Meek. You know what? I'm gonna make you regret this, somehow. Is that a promise? I'd like to see you try. Let's get you back home. Am I going back to the basement? He grabbed my legs and forcibly dragged me along the ground towards the house. I raised my tied up hands above my head, trying to grab onto any plant that was on the way. I grabbed onto the strands of grass, which immediately tore as I was being dragged away, leaving an unpleasant sticky feeling in my hands. In desperation, I grabbed at the strands again and again, to no effect. After a few more tries, I finally managed to grab onto a sturdy weed. I don't think that would help you now. He yanked my legs to pull me again. Ow! I made my injured leg hurt really bad. I continued to be pulled through the moist, cold ground, feeling the dirt getting into my hair and clothes. Wound on my leg felt like it was burning. Blood poured from it, making my pants wet. I bit my lip and tried to calm myself down a bit and think, what should I do next to get out of the situation? And we're at the doorstep. He let go of my legs and opened the front door. I need to escape. I rolled myself over and started to crawl away. Oh, I'm knocked out again. My body went limp as I fell and laid unconscious. You know what? I'm just going to immediately give up. There's no point in this now. I'm too tightly tied anyway. I should take the opportunity of something else. I heard footsteps coming closer. Hey, Meek. I took some of your food for breakfast. I hope you don't mind. I wonder if it just leads to this one ending. I mean, I suppose that makes a point. I was just curious whether there's actually any that I die in. You know, I really don't think we've got any chance of killing him. But once we tried strangulation. Yeah, let's sit closer. I pointed at the couch nearby. We sat really close on the couch. I placed my hands on his throat. He feels really warm. I stared into his eyes. It's just me, or does that feel like it might be a little bit awkward? Are you sure you want to die? I guess. What do you mean? Is that a yes or a no? Your grip feels off. You should position your hands like this. He laid his hands on my neck in a different position than mine. Well, I don't trust this at all. That way, you can block someone's blood flow. Otherwise, you just crush their neck a bit. Oh, okay. I'll try to figure it out then. He squeezed my neck really hard. Ah! I hardened my grasp on his neck as hard as I could. My grip weakened as I started to choke. Stop! He's stronger. I can't compete like this. I mustered all my strength to topple us to the ground. But I let my hands slip off of him. Oh. His hands remained locked on my neck. Why does that kind of look like something that belongs to the Mandela catalog? My vision blurred as I fell unconscious. Hey, energy to fight back. I opened my eyes and saw Wade in front of me. I no longer had his hands on me. I mean, we could try and play dead. Too bad. I'm going to let you breathe a bit. Did I make a good choice? Can you answer me now? I can see that you're awake. Since you seem to want to stay unconscious so bad. He placed his hands back on my neck and squeezed it. Ah! I lost control of my body again. My body went limp as I fell and laid unconscious. The dizziness left my body. I felt as if I were almost asleep, but some force was trying to bring me back. Oh, I'm getting stuck in the basement again. Okay, now it's time to see. Does he actually steal the keys when he gives us a hug? I sprinted towards the front door and yanked the door handle. It's locked! Crap! Keys! I dived my hand in my back pocket, only to feel it being completely empty. I knew it. He is a little thief. He took my keys when we hugged. Hey, where are you going, Meek? Get away from me! I turned around to run to hide in the basement. I ran down the stairs and quickly shut the door behind me. I'd need a better weapon against him. I frantically looked around myself. Crap! Almost everything I have are knives. Crap! These are all dull. Oh, right! I have an axe. I grabbed the axe and stood behind the basement doors. I'll swing at him right after he opens the door. Come out, wherever you are. He is not coming after me. I took a deep breath and tried to listen in. Nothing. I pulled on the door. Why would we pull on the door handle? He's probably waiting for us on the other side. It's completely quiet. I step back up to the living room. I feel like I'm being hunted right now. That's not good. You know what? You never shout out. Stay quiet. If he's so quiet, I'd rather be too, not to reveal my position. I heard something from upstairs. Oh, it was just my broken window. It's getting ridiculous. My house is not that big for him to hide. I opened and closed the closet, looked under the bed. I even glanced at the ceiling. I think I need to retrace my path back down. I stepped down, feeling uneasy. I looked around the house. The front door is still locked. I stepped down to the basement. Ah! Don't move, he whispered from behind me. I felt a sting on my back. Drop your axe. You know what? We're dead regardless, don't drop it. I clenched my fists on the axe. This is my only chance to survive this. I can't just give it up. You should just accept your defeat for now. I held on to my weapon. I need to kill him. Now! As I was turning to face him, Wade pierced deep into my back with his knife. Ah! I winced from the pain, yet still managed to swing my axe at him. Oh, damn, buddy! You just lost your arm. Perish. I slid down to the ground from the piercing sharp pain. You died. Hide and seek, loser. Well, he probably dies as well, at least, right? I mean, try explaining to any cops why you lost an arm. I wonder then if our last ending is if we just refuse to kill him. You know what? Let's try. I don't want to do this. What? Are you serious? Why did you invite me here then? I just wanted to keep you here, I guess. Listen, I don't know about this. Let me go think this through for a moment. I went down to the basement to collect my thoughts. I don't want to kill a suicidal man. I wanted it to be more fun than this. I don't want to let him leave either, because he's most likely going to do it himself, or by the help of another. What should I do then? Maybe if I just make him feel at home here, he'll change his mind eventually. I hope so. It would be nicer if I just kept him for myself here. I sighed and came back up. Hey, Hmm? I saw this knife in your kitchen. It has some blood on it. Whose? Oh, that's just my blood. I cut myself an accident earlier. I see. Hey, aren't you hot in this jacket? I can put it away if you want. No, not really. I'm comfortable like this. Alright. But is he really? I think I see a drop of sweat on him. Just a few or three. Maybe it's just a cold sweat from the stress or something. I'm not an expert on this. I turned to the refrigerator and put out some food. I threw it into the microwave and got it on the table. Here you go. Thanks. We ate for a while in silence. So, if you don't plan on killing me, then what? I don't intend on staying here for long. I know you said that you've made up your mind already, but I want to help you rethink this. I started to like you. You seem like a decent guy. I'd hate to see you go. I think we've made him mad. Why'd I even bother coming here? He reached into his backpack and took something out. No, stop! I grabbed his wrist. Or what? I tried to pull his hand away, but he firmly held it in place. Just stop, please! Fine. I'll help you. Just don't do it yourself. He put back his knife. I need to restrict him somehow, but he seems stronger than me. I'll just lock him in the basement cell for now. The basement cell with all the weapons? Go after me. Oh no, we have a genuine cell in there. We both descended down. Here, go into the cell, please. All right. He slowly walked inside. He was starting to get really desperate here. Lay down for now and rest, please. Mm-hmm. Hey. What is it? You left something weird on the floor. Oh, what? I walked inside after. Why did we fall for that? I don't see anything. Ow! I felt a heavy boot pressing my back down to the concrete floor. I can't believe you fell for it. Me neither, buddy. We really are an awful kidnapper. Hey, what are you? Shut up. I'm a bit disappointed in you, you know. I wished for some violent action here, but you wanted to keep me as a toy, it seems like. And I'm not into being one. What are you doing? I only wanted to help you. You really were trying to be kind-hearted, weren't you, Meek? But it really is not what I came here for. What do you mean? What is going on? You see, when you invited me here, I expected to meet a killer. Someone I could have some fun with and fight to death. Previous people I've met were not that hard to beat, because usually the ones who choose suicidal victims are pathetic little killers who just want to boost their own ego. I had hoped you'd be more crazy. Let me go! Accept your defeat for now. You had your chance of asserting dominance earlier, but you gave it up. Now deal with it. Let's have fun tomorrow. He leaned closer over me and reached into my pocket, taking the keys out. Good night. What? No! Let me out! No! I got tricked so easily. It's embarrassing. I'm locked in my cell. I need to come up with some plan to get out. I can't let him take charge here. I looked around the cell. There's just a metal cup and a bed. Nothing that could help me out, really. Damn it! I paced around the room, nervous. maybe I might miraculously fit through the bars? That seems like a no. I can't, obviously. Why did I even bother? I sat down on the bed. It's not really comfortable, but it wasn't meant for me anyway. I don't think I have a chance to escape for now. I'd better try to take some rest. I lay down to try to fall asleep. My heart was still beating really fast from all the emotions. After a very long time, I finally relaxed enough to fall asleep. I woke up feeling tired. Huh? I tried to push myself up my hands, but they were tied up together behind me. What? I rolled myself to the side and then managed to sit on the bed. Something else is wrong. My legs are in handcuffs. Wait, the doors are opened? I slowly stood up and tried to take extremely tiny steps, given my limited mobility and fear of tripping on hard concrete floors. Ah! Hey! Morning! I thought that I could treat you some breakfast. Here. He put some kind of box on the ground. There isn't any table in here, so get on the ground. I'm not really hungry. Think it through again. He pulled out a knife and rotated it in his hand. I just stood there, anxiously. Maybe it wouldn't be that bad, or at least better than getting stabbed. He placed his hands on my shoulders and forced me to trip to a sitting position. Ow! There. Have you heard of the real or cake game? There is 2 pieces of cake in this box. Oh, they look simply delightful. One of these knives is real. And you'll have to taste the one you choose. Choose carefully. What? I don't want to play this game. If only my hands and legs weren't handcuffed, then I could do something. So, which one would you like? I get a bad feeling they're both gonna be real. I mean, there's nothing distinguishing between them. I think the cake is on the right. I want the right one. Sure. Let's leave the knife for the last. He took the knife out and held the cake itself to my mouth. I took a bite of the cake. It's really good. Mostly white chocolate flavored. Tastes freshly made, but also a bit cold. I'm not gonna lie, that does sound good. Did he carry it here and stored it in my fridge overnight? I took a few more bites. It's so soft. It's practically melting in my mouth. I got so focused on the taste, I almost forgot the situation I'm in right now. There. He shoved the last bit into my mouth. Great meat. Now, it's time to check if you'll taste metal or chocolate. I moved a bit back, not really wanting to find out if I chose the right one. Hey, don't struggle. He leaned above me and grabbed my shoulders again, prompting me up against the cell bars. Let's see if it's real or not. He grabbed the hopefully fake knife and held my mouth open with the other hand. I kept my eyes closed in fear. The tip of the knife touched my tongue. It's cold! That's metal! I started to panically try to wiggle my hands and legs out of the constraints. He held my mouth in a firmer grip. Hey, don't move me. You'll cut yourself like this. You know what? Struggle. I swayed from left to right, with my whole body trying to escape from his grasp. Hey, what did I just say? Ah! The knife let a cut on my tongue. I don't want this. I struggled even more. The knife left yet more, another and another cut. I shook my body in fear. I lifted my head up and... Did I just get stabbed through the brain with a knife? Oh, the knife fell down my throat. I told you not to move so much. Stupid dog. I felt a stinging sensation in my insides, which turned into a burning one within seconds. Ah! It hurts. It's ripping my guts. As blood fell out of my mouth, I slowly drifted away. Huh. Oh. The knife went way too far. Oops. I wonder if the other knife would have actually been a fake then. Oh! The left one was a chocolate knife. It's not cold. That's not metal. I felt the knife leaving a rich chocolate taste on my tongue as he slid it in deeper. In a state of nervousness, I sat frozen with my mouth opened. And he played with the knife in my mouth, sliding it in and out as he chuckled. As my mouth started to water, I reminded myself to close my mouth, finally taking a bite of cake decoration. After I swallowed the initial bite, he stuffed the rest of the sugar knife in my mouth. I ate the whole thing and took a deep breath, feeling anxiety finally leave my body. Good job. You chose the edible one. We survived. I think that's all our endings then. I mean, I died twice and found the demo end. You know, I'm curious how the little changes are going to affect the future endings, like the fact we put the lighter in one of them. I'm looking forward to this game. If you enjoyed your time here, I'd really appreciate you to like this video and subscribe to this channel. But other than that, it was a spooky day and I'll catch you next time, guys.